Alright, what is good, y'all? We are back again. New week, new videos, and in this one, I got a comment saying, what is the best way to pass evaluation accounts? So what am I going to be doing? I'm going over the best approach and how I would attack trading evals for beginners and non-beginners. So first off, right, obviously an eval account, you are not able to make real money in the markets, and nor for a express account because it's all prop money, but you really cannot extract money from the markets on evals, right? So what do you not want to do? You do not want to spend a lot of time and effort trading those evals. Why? Because just return on investment, right? You spend 2 weeks, 3 weeks on an eval, you are missing out on weeks of being able to catch real moves and make real money in the market. So the objective is to not take a long time on evals. And if you're asking, but I'm a beginner, I should use proper risk management? Yes, I'll get into it. So first off, if you're a beginner looking to pass your first evals, this is the exact approach I would recommend to get those evals passed, right? And this goes for, I'm just going to say for every single account size, just apply it the same way. But for this video, I'm going to say a 50K funded account, right? Because you're a beginner. So we'll say a 50K. So for a 50K, this is the approach I would have. So you have most likely a $2,000 drawdown limit. So, which means, hold up, let me do some quick math. Let me do some quick math. I'm not that smart. 750 times 3. Correct. Okay, so if you risk roughly $700 per trade, that will give you 3 losses in a row to blow that account. And on an eval account, it's relatively cheaper, $50, right? So if you trade risking roughly $700, and I say roughly because I do not recommend just like putting all your focus on risking that exact amount to a T. No, don't do that. But what you should do is risk roughly $700 per trade. Why? Because this is a perfect happy medium with, one, if you lose 3 trades in a row, that gives you 3 trades in order to lose in a row in order for that account to be blown. So it gives you enough breathing room to where you're not oversizing, but you're not undersizing. Because the biggest emphasis is you do not want to spend a lot of time on these evals. And majority of the time, the 50Ks have a 3K profit target. So by risking 700, you can probably pass that eval in 2 to 3 trades. And if you catch maybe 2 to 3 trades over a course of a week, you can probably get that eval passed in 1 week. In 1 week. So I think if you're a beginner, I would not recommend just sizing light on your trades, because I made a video on this previously, but because you size light on your trades, especially on evals, if you size light on your trades, it will give you that bad psych and that bad mental of, okay, I need to size heavier, I need to make more, I'm not making enough, and it will just be an endless cycle and an endless loop you'll be stuck with, because you'll win 4 trades. You'll win 4 trades in a row, and then the eval will be like halfway past, and you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm spending so much time on this. I'm taking these good trades, but it's still not passed. And that is what sizing light will do. So even if you're a beginner, I'm not going to recommend you to size extremely light, because you'll probably never get that shit passed. Like, the probabilities of you winning 6 trades in a row with light size compared to the probability of you having a blow-up day and blowing that account, you're most likely going to have a blow-up day or have a big loss before you win 6 undersized trades in order to get that account passed, right? So even if you are a beginner, I would recommend giving yourself a 3 trade buffer. And a buffer is pretty much just giving like a cushion. You need to lose 3 trades in a row in order for it to be blown. And again, with just the way I trade, low RR, you can probably get it passed in 2 to 3 trades, aka 1 week, aka you are not spending a lot of time on that account. So the approach I would do is, 1, like this goes for fucking everyone on evals, on XFAs. Please, for me. Do it for me, guys. Please do it for me. Do not size light on your evals. You will realize why I say this, because you will take trades, you will be on it forever, you'll get fed up and probably just blow the fuck up and blow your account. So please, size properly and try to aim to pass the eval within 2-3 trades, and this should not take long. If you are genuinely patient, waiting for good setups, it should not take you that long to pass the eval. So first off, sizing wise, sizing on evals is the most important thing. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend, again, for a 50K, 2K drawdown, 3K profit target, I would recommend risking roughly $700 for the exact reasons I went over. It will not take you too long, and it gives you a good enough cushion to where if you lose 3 trades in a row, that's pretty cooked, right? So if you're a beginner, do roughly that. And I say roughly because, again, do not try to pinpoint risking $700 per trade. It's not that deep. But for intermediate and experienced traders, let's say you've gotten payouts before and you might be stuck in eval jail. You know what you're doing, you've been trading, and you're like, why the fuck can I not pass these damn evals? And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna give you a crazy different advice than I just told the beginner eval traders. It's pretty much the same thing, but I'm gonna tell you to size a little bit heavier. Because if you genuinely know what you're doing, you know how to trade, and you know what an A+ setup is, when that A+ setup comes, especially on a 50K, there's no reason why you should not be making damn near as much as you can possibly make on that trade. With like Top Step and Top Step, right? 50% consistency, 3K profit target. You should be aiming to make 1.5K on that trade. I shit you not. Please, bro. It's such a waste of time. It is such a waste of energy, and you will get fed up and you will get pissed off, and it will ruin your psychology if you take multiple small trades. So I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much damn near the same thing I just told the beginner traders, but just sized a little bit heavier because you know exactly what a good setup looks like, you know exactly how to execute on it, and you probably have that confidence because you've been doing it a little bit longer, which allows you to know what setups are really good and what you're able to size on, right? So you tell me, right? So when that setup comes, why should you just size light on it and just extend the time you're on evals? Because this is what will keep you in that loop. So when it comes, right, you should be aiming to size heavy on that trade and risk or try to make 1.5K on that trade. And again, bro, you should not be you should not be on an eval for an extended period of time. So got some sunlight coming in, but good lighting. But you guys will absolutely cook yourself, and this was me. I used to be so stuck on evals, and it was simply because of the fact that I did not know how to properly size. I would size less, size too little, and then I'm like, all right, fuck it, enough is enough. I size up on a trade, and it's a forced trade, and boom, the account's blown. And what did this all stem from is me not actually sizing on the good trades. It is stupid lighting, man. But it is so much simpler. If you struggle on evals, if you simply cannot get to XFAs, please, I tell you, you might be like, oh my gosh, it's so hard. It is so hard to size heavy on a trades. I promise it's not, bro. Because when that setup comes, and when you are generally confident in that setup, there is no reason why you should be overdoing and extending the time you should be on evals. So please, it is simple as waiting for that A+ setup, boom, taking it with size, catching. I mean, realistically, you can pass it in 2 trades. Just wait for 2 good setups, boom, take it, eval pass. There's no reason to dilly and dally. But generally, bro, you cannot make money on evals. And it pisses me off when people are like, oh, I made $7,000 on my eval today. Like, bro, I just got 3 alpha futures, 150K advanced plans with a $12,000 profit target. It is a $12,000 profit target with 5K drawdown. I took my trade with 10 minis today. If I can take a trade with 10 minis, why are you sitting here trading with micros on your 50K eval? Make it make sense. There's no reason why you should be sitting on your freaking evals for ages and ages. There's no point, man. I deadass took a long with 10 minis on my alpha 150Ks. And I halfway passed them. The profit target is 12K. I made $6,000 per account today. Generally, guys, please size up on your evals. And by not doing so, you are cooking yourself. You are not allowing yourself to make money in the markets. And that's really the best advice I can get for evals, because that is what kept me in that stage. I would size less, I would size less, I would size less. I would get pissed off. And the reason I got pissed off is because I was not making enough progress. I was on it forever, which led me to force a trade with heavier size, blow up, account blown, and I would never, never, never leave the cycle until I fucking grabbed my balls and finally started to man up and size on good trades and generally stay patient, and then boom, that is when it became easier. And one more thing, you guys should not care about evals. Again, you cannot even make money on evals. So if you are simply sitting there stressed as can be trading an evaluation account, just please find a way to detach and not care as much about it, because I'm not gonna lie, bro, the type of shots I'll be putting up, the type of shots I put up on evals is who's a bad basketball player, bro? But I'm whoo, from deep, man. I am not sitting there on evals oh my god, I need to be picture perfect, execute this. Bro, just take the trade, wait for a good trade, take it with size, and you're good, bro. So the best advice if you're in eval jail, struggle with evals: 1, do not overstress on evals. Just find a way to get it through your head that it's not that big of a deal, it's an eval. 2, the reason why you're probably still stuck in that little cycle is because you're sizing light. So size heavier. And 3, just be patient, wait for that trade to be able to size heavy on, and boom, you should be swiftly going through evals and passing your evals with ease. And then obviously just whatever caters to your strategy. I can't obviously teach you the exact strategy to pass your evals, but I can tell you the correct way to go about it and why sizing is so important and why not stressing on evals is very important. So that is the video today, and this one came from a comment. So if you want to hear me talk about anything else, leave it in the comments and I will probably talk about it. So with that being said, in the description, TikTok, Instagram, free Discord where I teach for free, and then also I'm affiliated with Alpha Futures. So if you want accounts with them, you can use code JACK and it will get you discounted. And again, like I said, I am on 3 150K advanced plan accounts, and they have no activation fee for until the end of September if you use my code. So if you want to scale your trading and go with the advanced accounts like me, you can do that, and the promo ends end of September. So with that being said, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.